Hi friends, it's Kaushiki here again, and very shortly I would be leaving my hotel for my travel to India from Perth Airport. So I would be reaching Delhi tomorrow, and what I plan to do is to share my experiences, what I faced, and what all extra I had to do in the wake of COVID. Actually, there was a lot of increased tests and procedures and paperwork which had to be done. So I intend to show all this in this video, and I will also cover my travel and the in the flight and airport. And I would be leaving very soon for Perth International Airport, which is Terminal 1. And I would take a Uber call. The Uber services are pretty good and pretty reasonable. The charges are pretty reasonable. And my hotel is in CBD, so it is not very far away. It is like 15 to 20 minutes driving distance from the Perth airport. And shortly, I will be checking out from my hotel as well. Just before leaving the room, checking nothing has been left in any nook or cranny. So, yeah, doesn't seem like that I have left anything. A last minute peep in the toilet too. Sometime you forget your comb or. So, I'm checked out of my hotel. I'm waiting for my Uber to come. I reached the Emirates counter and have submitted my documents, which they are having a look. And I will tell you what are the list of the documents. It will be written somewhere here in the screen that what all they checked. So I am at the airport and I haven't got my boarding pass because they are checking whether I have the permission to leave Australia or not, because I'm a permanent resident and they can't leave Australia except for under certain conditions in which I fit, but I'm still waiting. Trust me, it is difficult to travel in the times of COVID, and I'm still waiting to get my boarding pass. They have to enter further details, they have to check that I have been mostly living in India and not in Australia. So I'm waiting. Eventually, I got my boarding pass, and after a lot of question and answer, I had to make them understand how I am a resident and still not a resident. So yes, but it's good. All ended well. Okay, here we are. So the duty free is also closed. As you can see, no duty free shopping this time. As you can see, no duty free open, and I will head to the lounge now. I have claimed my GST here and I have cleared the security check as well, and comparatively the airport but naturally is vacant. I'm moving towards the Emirates business lounge. So yeah, it's already 8:30, flight is at 9:20, and I reached here at I think 7:45. So it took quite a bit of time. We were given vouchers by the Emirates Airlines to use it at Hudson's Coffee because their lounge was closed because of the Perth lockdown. And I used those $30 for some coffee and Diet Coke and Pringles and water. So you can see it is empty. Boarded my flight from Perth to Dubai, and it was time to sleep. It was already 10:30, so after a quick dinner I slept peacefully to wake up at Dubai, and landed at Dubai at around 4:30 a.m., and which was sparkling and glittering like it always does. The Dubai airport is always brilliant with the lights. And after getting down, I first went to the transit where to find out my gate number, etc. And from there, I went to the Emirates Business Lounge because my flight from Dubai to Delhi was about 4.5 hours later. My plane landed at Terminal C, while the Emirates Lounge, the business lounge, is in Terminal B. So it was quite a bit of a walk for me early morning. So one way, I think I walked more than 3,000 plus steps. And you can see that there are people in the Dubai airport, and the shops are also open. Though everyone was wearing masks, but still it was open. I'm still walking, and I think I have reached near the lounge. Yes, I have. Emirates, they have comfortable lounge where you can sleep. They have got beds for that, or you can take a bath, quick shower. Toilets are nice. There is food available 24/7, which is like Mediterranean food and Arabic food and international food and Asian food, and all sorts of drinks like soft drinks and coffees and hard drinks. So everything is free for the lounge users. Neat and clean toilet. So one way I have walked 3,680 steps. Time for some breakfast, and this is my plate. "6:35 in the morning, and I had my black coffee. My chargers, my backup for charging my phone, and then it was time to walk for the terminal where I could catch my flight for Delhi. So one gets such kind of carts, but I usually prefer to walk. In fact, I have never used the cart so far. And you can see it is all bright and colorful, and people are there, shops are open. Food Village, Dubai. My terminal was C2, so not very far away. It's already C12. So after walking further, a bit tired after a walk because there was a lot of distance between the lounge and the terminal. So eventually I reached there at C2. And how many steps have I covered? 7,087 steps. Here I again showed all my documents, my self-declaration form, and we were given a face shield which was mandatory to be worn in this flight between Dubai to Perth to Delhi, and it was quite uncomfortable, but it was mandatory. So this particular aircraft was better than the one which flies between Perth and Delhi. The Delhi to Dubai one is better. And here we have reached Delhi airport. Again, time for some paperwork after getting down from the flight. And first was to show my form, which is for my pre-booking form for the RT-PCR, and these were the counter for RT-PCR test. This was all done methodically in a very nice and orderly manner, and I'm proud to be an Indian after seeing this. मुझे वहाँ से आना है. Immigration was easy, and here was Inder Bahadur to pick me up. And here we reach home, his buddy. Do subscribe my channel for next video, and let's see rest of the world.